I just don't really know. I feel like wedding is such an intimate and personal thing. Good morning everybody and welcome to VLOGMAS 23. I cannot believe that I've been consecutively vlogging for 23 days. Yep, it's crazy just to like kind of imagine that. But I really thoroughly enjoyed it and I feel like so grateful, and somehow I always feel in VLOGMAS that I've created even stronger bond with you guys. I just checked this morning and I have noticed that this vlog has been the most successful one yet. So thank you very much. In case you've enjoyed watching it this far, I want to say thank you. Your feedback means a lot to me. I've also received some constructive feedback and not say criticism, because I think it's been very highly important and valued. And right now I am getting dressed to go for breakfast. I need to bring my laptop because we're going to do some work, but I want to show you what I'm wearing. So I've got my forever favorite, the only top and the row gala pants. You guys know I have these pants in 4 different colors, in navy, brown, black and white, and I strongly recommend them. I will link them below. Housekeeping is gonna come in a second, but one of my absolute favorite items in my wardrobe that I also have in many different colors is the Kate Jo cashmere knit. It's like thin, but it's light, so if the AC is kind of going to be strong, I know that this will be perfect. Love this item so much. I strongly recommend it. Here we go. This is the look. I got a lot of mess in the background, but they're bringing more hangers so I can properly unpack while I'm at breakfast. And also guys, I am wearing my Birkin 25 gold with palladium hardware. As you can see, I really miss this gorgeous lady. And also wanted to tell you one other thing. I forgot now. Yes, I'm getting my hair done at 11:30. Very much looking forward to that. I really don't know what to say, but these pants, they're the best pants that I have in my wardrobe. I love them so much. I just really love them. These are like a bit more cottony. I've spoken about it before, you know, love it. Love, one of my favorite looks basically. Does anyone else find it a little bit strange when a hotel is in a warm place but it's very Christmassy? It's like putting Christmas decoration on a palm tree, but I kind of like it at the same time. Still haven't managed to spend a lot of time by the pool, but that will change very soon. I'm making some plans with my sister about what we're gonna do today. I think this evening we're gonna go to the mall to do some shopping. I also have some plans in Dubai, but I really want to first days spend time with my family, as I think I'll stay longer than they will. And then that's more or less kind of the plan for the day. After I get my hair done, I think like I'll also feel way better. But yeah, one thing at a time. I'm gonna plan everything now. I like to plan things early in the morning, that way my day is always a lot better. Okay guys, breakfast done. I had actually crepes. I think you saw it. I love it when it's quiet like this. I always have the blurry background though when there's other people, because you never know, you know, you don't want to offend anybody, and also, especially when it's holidays, like you never know who takes whom on holidays and if they want to be completely private, right? That being said, I'm now going for my hair appointment. I'm very happy about that. Can't wait. Got my coffee to take away and I am gonna sit there, probably get my hair done for like around an hour. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to be responding to your comments on the last few vlogs. So catching up with you guys, seeing what you up to, what you liked and what you didn't like. So let's go and hang out together at the salon. Guys, hair done, very curly, but I don't think it will stay this curly. It will for sure tune down a little bit. Oh my god, I was responding to your comments like I said, and I was so relaxed that I was basically nodding off constantly. It's like Sound of Music, it's so relaxing here. The person that was doing my hair was very gentle, very, I don't know, like kind of precious about it. Loved it. Look at this. Such a little 1001 Nights dream, right? So now we're gonna head back to my room. I'm definitely going to finish proper unpacking, like putting everything on the shelves, and then I'm gonna head to see my family, and then we're going to the mall. But I'm having such a cozy kind of comfortable day. I'm really having like a lovely time with myself, and I'm gonna also like revisit my agenda. I'm gonna start working on my goals, because already started today thinking of some that I could add on my goals for the next year. I usually start working on my goals for the next year sort of like 10 days before the year ends, so that I'm ready to write them all cool when the new year is here and I can start kind of like visualizing. But then it probably takes me like first half of January, like 2-3 weeks until I've completed all of my mood boards, vision boards, until I break down my goals. It's like a huge long process, but it's so worth it. And the best thing is that, so last year I made a vision board and I put it on my desktop, I think, so I can look at it every day. I think it was there for like 2-3 months, and then I don't know, like I updated the software and the desktop background changed. And I looked at it recently, and everything that I put on that vision board, guys, everything, okay, everything came true. And keep in mind, in January, we didn't even have a home. I put that I wanted to have a built-in, like I build in my own kind of wardrobe that I want. I put in, obviously, like, you know, it was kind of like a fresh after robbery. Like I put in some material stuff and some kind of like more, what do you call it, non-material stuff, and everything came true, every single one. So definitely doing a vision board this year too. Just when I was telling you about how important the goals are for me and so on, I decided to procrastinate a little bit. Very cozy, but very important. So I'm gonna unpack, and like I told you, then I've told you this a million times, and then I'm gonna go see my family. But until then, I actually wanted to answer to more of your questions that you asked me after I posted that I wanted to talk more to you. I feel like this Vlogmas, actually, like every Vlogmas, I would do many Q&As. I intended to do one more videos, and I have announced it, that I wanted to do one where I'm answering your dilemmas, but then I changed my mind. I might do it later on as a separate video, but not as part of Vlogmas. I basically am trying to now access this story. It was quite a few days ago. It was from 15th of December when I asked you to ask me some questions. So I'm gonna access that now and find some interesting questions that I haven't answered before. Usually how it works, basically, you can access your old Q&As if you go into the archive. Q&A, it was 16th of December actually. And then we're gonna go through some of these questions. So second question. How you stay fit during festive season? Love you. I love you guys. You guys are the best. I hope I say that enough. How I stay fit? I really don't. I guess like I do travel a lot and I do a lot of things which kind of do help not pile on weight. But actually reality is that I don't really work out that much during December. However, as soon as I'm gonna start working out from tomorrow, and you'll see it because tomorrow is the last day of Vlogmas, I will start working out from tomorrow. But actually from 1st of January, every single year, I don't eat any sweets. 0 sugar. And actually that's gonna include fruits as well this year, I think. I'm not sure yet. I need to think about that one. I go on 0 sugar from 1st of January until my birthday, which is 16th of March. So I do go a little bit like dessert heavy in December, but then I make up for it in the first 2.5 months of the year. And that's when I also feel like my discipline is at its highest, and also my workout is at the highest. So I'm very motivated and very disciplined from the beginning of the year. I also read a book. I literally now cannot even remember which book I read that in. I'm gonna have to like write it down. But I read in this book, this that I cannot remember which one it is, that's to make a change. It's always easiest to make a change from the first in the month or Monday or a new year, etc. And the bigger the kind of like beginning is, the easier it is to change something important in your life. So I mean, today when you're watching this is 23rd of December, and you have like basically 8 days to decide what you want to change from the next year. So now is kind of a good time to do that, because from the 1st of January, from like a fresh year, I think is a very good time. Like if you wanna, for example, let me give you one thing that you all can change. If you do this, I think you should change it. Smoking. If like any of you smoke, I think from 1st of January, and you want to quit smoking, from 1st of January you should try. Here's your like fashion pharmacist. I just think like personally, I don't know, it's unnecessary, it's bad for your health, it's expensive, that's it. I know my Parisian followers will be like, it's a lifestyle, but just an idea. Think about it. There are a lot of questions like, how did you start getting invited to fashion shows? What makes a brand interested in dressing you? But I've actually answered to those questions many times before, so I'll try not to repeat myself too much, because I think that's what makes these videos more interesting. So if you are interested in any of those videos, for sure you will find answers to them in any of my older Q&As. Okay, this is a kind of interesting question. I'm not sure if I answered to it before. Where Paris or Milano? Honestly, guys, any time of the day, I would choose Paris. I think it's a more beautiful city as it is, and I prefer, I would say, Parisian fashion. However, Paris has become so unsafe like so many of my friends have got robbed in the past year. Their apartments, their safety got taken away. So many of my friends got attacked on the street. So many people that I know of got robbed. It's just not a place to live. My boyfriend says I love to visit Paris, you know, go for the weekend, for a week, whatever, but it's just not that safe place that it was anymore, which is very, very sad. The reason why I especially loved living in Paris during the pandemic was because, actually think about this, the city was empty. Everybody went to South of France. I was in the city with my best friend, her boyfriend, my boyfriend. We were going for coffee every morning in the park, walking her dog, going to the dog park, having the best life. I felt like also like, obviously there were no tourists, so all the like shopping was also like kind of, I felt like it was for myself. I felt really valued in Paris. So many of the biggest fashion brands opened the door to me during these 2 years of my life in Paris, and honestly I loved it very, very, very much. The city is way more beautiful, but I feel so much safer in Milan. I have, I think, more friends now in Milan than I ever had, and I have in Paris, in a way that actually Ksenia's moved away from Paris. A lot of my friends have moved and left Paris. So in the past year, more people left Paris than moved to Paris that I know, which is very sad, but it's what it is. How do you take care of your cashmeres and wools? I'm always afraid to wash mine. Either hand wash, like kind of, you know, it depends, like a light wash, or dry clean. I actually dry clean majority of my clothes, but I'm very, very, very lucky. I have help at home, as you guys know, so I always put everything in one like lot of things which is for dry clean only, and that stuff goes to dry clean, and then in a week everything is back in my wardrobe. Hardest moments in your life? By the way, love you too. I actually don't really tend to speak a lot about real hard moments in my life. There were a few. I think like every single one of them was connected to someone in my family not being fully healthy, and over the past years, while you actually followed me, I've had situations where like my dad has undergone few surgeries, like we had certain situations in the family that were not very pleasant at all, but I don't really talk about those on this channel. Someone's recently told me that like on the comments that I complain a lot, that I'm tired all the time and stuff, and I was just thinking, wow, I try so hard not to talk about negative things and to complain, but at the same time I try to speak to you guys as I speak to my friends. So if I'm happy, or if I'm grateful, or if I say I love you, or if I'm tired, I say how I feel, you know what I mean? I never actually hide my emotions. If I'm sad, I'd say like I'm a little bit sad about something, but I don't really come here to kind of open my heart in terms of like talking about bad things, and I'm not actually a good one to talk about bad things, because I hate when people pity me. And I'm not saying like to be vulnerable is the same thing. I just know that there are a lot of people on the internet, especially, and you let me know what you guys think, that purposely tell their sad stories just to get sympathy. And I don't want that. I never want that to be my story and my kind of way of doing stuff. So I try to avoid those topics. I would say that like most of the hardest time in my life were related to my family, or someone in my family not being well. Especially because we have had some moments which were life or death. I've never spoken about this. My grandma had breast cancer. She's a survivor. It was really bad. She had multiple surgeries. You know, like a lot of things have happened throughout this, but I just feel like I never really talk about these things in a way. I don't know. So many questions are you getting married? Do you want to have kids? Do you want to get married? When are you getting married? I can imagine it will be a fabulous wedding. I think like a lot of times people have these kind of like especially about me, but I guess about everybody, right? But I feel like I get a lot of what are they called? Preconceptions about everything I do or how I do it. And I think, wait, I'll come closer because it's very intimate and important chat to have. I think people often have, like before I revealed Filippo, people told me that there's no way that this is my boyfriend, because they imagine me with sort of like a short hair, smart shaved, suited lawyer or a doctor, and that I could only date someone like that. And I was like, what? The like preconceptions that people have about other people are just like blow my mind, including the fabulous wedding, because probably my wedding will be fabulous, but I'm not even sure how what we're gonna do. So Filippo and I obviously have spoken so many times about the wedding. We kind of also planned the timeline. We pretty much talked about everything, including the kids, etc. But so we have an idea what we want to do, but at the same time, we're both very spontaneous people. So it might just happen that we are like, you know what, I don't really care about having this big party, which it could be. I just don't really know. I feel like wedding is such an intimate and personal thing, and I don't want it to be this like Instagram charade for sure. At least I'll try to make sure that it's not. I want it to be very, very much a day about love. I don't want to have like a sponsored wedding for sure or anything like that. So yeah, that's the kind of direction that we're heading. We keep saying we want to keep it small, but then when Filippo and I start putting our lists together, it's like huge. He's already kind of like, yeah, been telling me what he thinks that he like, yeah, anyway. Well, actually, we have very, very same idea on everything, like how the wedding should look like, the themes and stuff. We kind of initially had different ideas on like music and stuff like that. I don't know. It's very, very tricky. Also, like when I start thinking about planning such a big thing, I almost don't even want to get married, you know? Like I'm thinking like, what is even the point, really? Just you go and get the paper, and what's the point really of planning something so big and so exhausting to plan that I just don't fully comprehend the necessity for it. Is the point of a wedding for other people, or is it for you guys? Ask yourself that. Oh, I don't know. I think I'm going too deep with this. Anyway, I think procrastination's done. We should pack and we should get going, because my sister is leaving me a voice note, and I think that voice note is gonna be like, are you coming or what? You guys, I'm just reading something. I think focaccia, like grandma. And I'm reading all this drama about Harry and Meghan. I don't know if you guys followed it up, but I'm interested to read what else is written here. Many of you asked me to show you what I am eating lately. Don't tell Filippo I had a sort of a cappuccino after lunch. It's not really technically actually lunch, because I only had breakfast this morning, those crabs that you've seen, and then I ordered some snacks. I love to like
insane tomatoes here.
Did you like them?
Insane.
I honestly was so surprised how much I love the burrata and the bruschetta, considering we are not in Italy. Also, this was really good. Love this. Kids loved it too. So that's what I ate for a little. It's almost 4, so I don't know if this is lunch. I didn't really have lunch. I had that breakfast at 10, and then this, and then we're gonna have dinner probably late. But I'm never usually that hungry nowadays at dinner time. I don't know why. Guys, I made it back. I quickly just retouched my makeup. Actually, what you haven't seen is that I had a full face of makeup that I've done with my sister, because we were doing a little last project that I've told you about, which was supposed to be last project of this year. However, clients informed me that a project that they wanted to see in January, they want to see now before Christmas. So I had a little panic moment, because like changes a lot of things, but it's all perfect. We kind of figured it out, and now we still have to shoot that, most likely tomorrow. But it's okay, I'm not gonna panic. I'm actually starting to get into the relaxed mode. I'm not getting sick, which is great. I put on a new outfit, let me show it to you. Very simple, we're going to the mall. I'm wearing these Louis Vuitton shorts. I love these so much. My Chanel slippers, white t-shirt, and I will be very cold. Kate knit. I don't know if I want to wear something different underneath instead of this white t-shirt. It just feels a little bit like something I sleep in. Hold on. You know that feeling when you just know that you can do better. By the way, I've so nicely organized my wardrobe here. I just want to see what else I packed that is also kind of appropriate. I have a Prada tank top. I have a Chanel top. That could work. Let's see. I might go for that. Yeah, for now, I think that's it. Actually, I don't really think I packed that well. So that's it. One thing that I don't think you've seen before, maybe you have in one of my Miami vlogs, are these gorgeous Tiffany hardware earrings. I love them so much. In fact, I want them in a full pavé. The sunset is gorgeous. Wait, can you see the sun? It looks like it's here. Wow, it's so incredible. I love it. Anyway, I wanted to say I will link these below. I think they're a pretty good price. They're actually silver, they're not white gold, so I really love them. I want them full pavé. I'll insert a clip of what the full pavé looks like. I have tried them on and they're beyond gorgeous. Now I have to go and take a picture of that sunset. Guys, one thing that I wanted to tell you that I really found so apparent during these days is that I really wish I lived closer to my sister. Obviously, I lived my whole life, like 30 years. Well, not really, because she moved from home very young as well. So then we kind of didn't live together for a good 6 years, I think, because there's 6 years difference between us. When I'm like really rich, what I would really like to have is a huge house, and next to my house, or above or below, I want to have my sister living there. So I want to live as close as possible to my sister. It was so funny actually, because I came out with the camera outside of the hotel, and the love, like honestly, at this hotel I have to say every single person is so lovely. So they asked me like, are you making a vlog? By the way, view goals, okay? They asked me, are you making a vlog? So I said, yes, I'm making a vlog. And then I explained everything. I was like, I make a video every single day and blah, blah, blah. And then they were like, okay, we're gonna check you out and subscribe. And I was like, yes, you should subscribe. So that's just really, it was so cute. Off to the mall. But what I wanted to tell you is that yes, so if you ask me what's my one big unfulfilled dream, I once had this conversation with one of Filippo's friends who's very, very, very successful and self-made. And he basically moved to Milan, and then he became so successful that he bought a house for his mother and sister and etc. And I said that it's my absolute dream that one day when I'm very, very successful, that I'm gonna buy like a house for my family and they're all gonna live close to me. There. That's my one big unfulfilled dream, because many of you guys asked me that, but that's like kind of my long-term goal. Guys, I can't remember if I'm allowed to be vlogging in the Dubai Mall, but I've seen so many vlogs from the Dubai Mall that I feel like there shouldn't be a reason for it not to be allowed, you know what I mean? I arrived fast because I don't have like kids to put in the car, everybody to get dressed, and also I don't have 85-year-old grandma to also bring, you know what I mean? It's a lot easier for me being alone, so I arrived first. They're on their way. I'm just walking around the mall. It's very Christmassy. I have to tell you that I already met some of you guys, some of my followers, which is always so nice. Hearing your life stories, where you come from. My favorite thing about visiting other countries, because it just reminds me how incredible my community is from all around the world. Now look at this. Pretty fascinating, huh? Guys, I still haven't got Filippo's gift for Christmas. Yeah, you heard well. And it's so close to Christmas now, like it's beyond, it's a joke. But actually I got him something earlier and then I couldn't wait. I have this problem. If I get people a gift too early, I can't wait to give it to them. I don't understand how those people shop like 2 months in advance and then they wait to give a present. I'm like, it's burning me inside out. I'm like, I cannot wait to give my boyfriend the gift. So I gave it earlier. And now it's like, so stupid. This is the first time I think that he's gotten me the gift before me. Guys, here we are. It's late. No, it's not actually late, is it? 23:45. Thank God. One night I go to bed kind of before midnight. I actually am trying to get back to my normal routine, especially because I woke up this morning at 7. Right now, I'm trying to send the content from today or even yesterday. And I'm trying to wrap up the work. It's not so easy as you might think to just say, okay, now I'm on holidays. It's something that you need to slowly kind of get into. Does that make sense? Anyway, only to me. I also noticed that sometimes I just speak to you guys whatever's on my mind, and I don't really care if you care. I just want to tell you things that I tell to my best friend when I leave a long, annoying voice note that doesn't really say anything. But that's how I feel about you guys. So, just done my skincare. I am going to do what tomorrow? I'm going to fill out the breakfast form because I actually want to do a bit of room service tomorrow. How do we feel about that? The only reason why is because then we say that tomorrow morning we have to do a little bit of a workout. And I'm a girl that likes to stick to her word. So tomorrow we're gonna go to the gym, but I'd like to have in-room breakfast. And then I'll talk to you guys a little bit more. Let's see what's the offering. Now you're basically in bed with me, okay? How's that? Here's the breakfast card. What time do we want the breakfast tomorrow? So let's say I wake up at, say 8. Then I go to the gym at 8:10 and I'm done by 9. So shall we say I want the breakfast at 9? Oh, does it even say when? Oh, yes, okay. Tamara, room number of guests, 1. Date tomorrow is date done. Signature. What do I need to sign? Breakfast time. So what did I say, 9? Okay, 9. I think 9 is reasonable. Maybe I should say I want 2 people because I definitely want 2 coffees. Number of guests, 2. I definitely want 2 coffees. Okay, so what are we having? Arabian breakfast. Do you guys know what's... it's meze. It's homemade hummus, dates, dried figs, fresh labneh in olive oil, dried halloumi cheese, full mudamas or shakshuka with Arabic bread and freshly baked za'atar croissant? Maybe not. I think, though it sounds really delicious. I have never tried the za'atar croissant yet. Should I try it? What do you guys think? Recommendations? I'm gonna have, okay, here it is. Ooh, I want oat milk. I would love to learn how to say in Arabic oat milk, because I can say it in pretty much every language. Like in Serbian it's ovseno mleko, in French is le devant, in Italian is latte di avena. Very important for me, okay? So yeah, 2 times oat milk latte. How they'll get that, we'll know tomorrow. Baker's basket, no. Sliced fresh fruit. Ooh, I think I'm gonna go to the restaurant and I'm just gonna ask for 2 times oat milk latte. That's what I'll do, because ooh, here it is. Traditional bircher muesli with wild fresh berries. That's what I'm gonna have. Okay, and this is what I'm gonna have. Bircher muesli and some pancakes and 2 coffees, because your girl likes sweet. Okay, now let me leave this at the door. Now let me quickly talk you through the plans for tomorrow. So tomorrow I have to really go early to the mall to buy Filippo the gift for Christmas. The thing is that I'm pretty sure that the mall will be quiet in the morning if I go in the morning, or sort of like, you know, midday, and then it'll be very busy in the evening. So I think it's a good thing that like after workout, after breakfast, I go straight to the mall and get that off my to-do list, because I don't want to wait too long. You know what I mean? I mean, too long. When else are you gonna leave it to? So that's what I'm gonna do, and might even do a bit of shopping for me. Maybe we, you know, accidentally, maybe I find myself in the Hermes queue and I'm like, oh, where am I? And then all of a sudden it's my turn, and then I don't know, like somehow 1 step, 2 steps, and I'm inside Hermes, and then how did I end up here? It doesn't happen like that though. It doesn't happen like that. But yeah, that's basically the plan. I'm gonna have a little, what is this word message? Let's see. Oh, I love these one and only messages. Shall I read it out to you? When the storm subsided, the young Bedouin bade farewell to his kind hosts and with a heavy heart continued his journey. At the summit of the dune, from where the Bedouin had first sighted the fortress, he turned. Before him lay only desert and the shores of the Arabian Sea. So sweet. A bit nostalgic, no? Okay. And the other note that says that they will bring a newspaper. I'm okay for the newspaper. I'm more like a online news kind of girl. But yeah, that's basically it for today. I would like now sit here in my bed and speak to you for hours, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see you tomorrow morning with our coffees. Maybe even we catch up with some like stories, you know? I tell you some stories, we enjoy together, I have my breakfast, and we enjoy each other's company. That's the best. And then in the afternoon, for sure, I'm gonna, like, the reason why I haven't actually vlogged a lot around Dubai is because I'm sure you understand, probably like 8 hours every single day I spend with my family, which I think I told you, I just love spending time with, and also it's the most precious time that I can spend with them. So I don't really want to document that, especially when it comes to the precious moments that I have with my grandma, who's 85 and who like travels the world and is kind of, you know, like exactly what I would like, kind of how I would want to be when I grow older. But you know what I mean? These are like precious moments that I want to spend with her, and I don't want to be like vlogging. Plus I do have to speak very loudly, so that would not be very pleasant. I love her so much. Anyway, that's that. I'm going to now give you a good night kiss, and I hope I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Mwah!